everyone, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be talking about e.l.f. and I'm excited to do so because there are quite a few new products to the line. With any brand, I say this all the time, there are always hits and misses. Even the brand that has something that you just absolutely love, they can also make something that just doesn't happen to work for you. Might work for someone else but isn't quite your thing. And of course e.l.f. is no exception, but with a lot of the new things that I've recently tried, I've actually really been enjoying them, and I've just got a lot of recommendations. Now the foundation and the primer I'm going to mention, I'm not exactly sure how new those things are. I might be a little late to the party on those, but everything else is definitely very new to e.l.f.'s line. And I am wearing like practically all e.l.f. on my face today. Once I get going on a theme, I've definitely had some hits and misses with e.l.f. primers, but I recently tried this Poreless face primer. It's the one that looks like a little bit pinky toned with the packaging. It says fills in fine lines and minimizes the appearance of pores. I love a good pore minimizing primer, and I've really liked the one from NYX called Pore Filler. It looks like this. It's really good about mattifying as well. And with this one, I think it's a really great smoothing primer. I adore the feel of it. It looks white like that, but once you start blending it in, it just feels like so skin softening. I absolutely love that texture. It's not quite as mattifying as the Pore Filler one, but I do think it actually functions to minimize the appearance of pores and just really evening out the texture of your skin, making everything so consistently even and smooth that I think your foundation goes on just that much better. This other thing, huge surprise. Just kind of tried it on a whim. I don't normally go for the acne fighting stuff. I'm not usually dealing with a lot of blemishes. Lately, I've had a few more, and I think it's had to do with my morning cleansing routine, which I addressed in my little Holy Grail repurchases video. But anyway, I'm starting to get over that. I don't necessarily need an acne fighting foundation, but holy cow, this is great. It has salicylic acid, witch hazel, tea tree, aloe. It surprised the pants off of me. I could not believe how rich the texture of this foundation was. I guess I was expecting it to be like more on the drying side. I thought maybe this is going to be something that oily skin people will like, but heck, I'll try it anyway. I have this in the shade Buff, the squeezy tube, next best thing to a pump. I just couldn't believe how beautiful this texture was. It's smooth. It's a little thicker than I would have expected. It's really nice coverage. I would say medium to full, but it looks so natural. Not luminous. There's nothing glowy about it, but it's just something about the appearance of the skin right after I put this on. I'm gonna have to do a tutorial where you see this going on. I think it's kind of a soothing formula. Like I could see if someone was dealing with a lot of acne on their skin, like this would really smooth across it and almost nourish the skin a little bit. But the tone of this, the color of it was absolutely perfect for my skin. Enjoyed the coverage. Staying power was pretty good. Yesterday I was keeping a pretty close eye on that. Now I do feel the need to set this all over with some sort of powder because it can have just a little bit of a moist feel left over on the skin, so putting some powder on there can just even everything out nicely. But holy cow, I was so surprised by that, really impressed. So I concealed my under eye area. I don't have an e.l.f. concealer to talk about right now, but I used some Benefit Erase Paste right in there in my caverns and a little bit of the Rimmel Hide the Blemish, which, you know, this stuff can be used anywhere on the face if you want to. And then I set it with the Prime and Stay finishing powder. It's just a translucent powder. It's toward the less expensive end of e.l.f.'s range. It has a really nice smooth texture, but as you can see, you know, translucent powders can reach a point that they're not translucent anymore. We all need to, I think, realize that. So today I used this on the under eye area. I also used it on the T-zone, and then I used a powder that is a little more suited to my exact skin tone elsewhere on the face. And I do think it mattifies, it kind of perfects this area nicely. I do think you can go too far with it though. It's easy to pick up a lot of powder with your brush, and it can just come off a little bit drying because this is really like a very mattifying powder. So I think it's important to keep that in mind. But I'm liking what it's doing for me in this area. It's kind of brightening just because it is, you know, that lighter powder, and, you know, it's doing good things. Now this Illuminating palette, was so excited to get this. I think they came out with this on the heels of the release of a bunch of other palettes not all that long ago, and I missed out on it. I think it sold out like that. So when I noticed it was back on the website, actually one of you guys told me, I scurried over there and got it, and it's the same kind of format as a lot of e.l.f.'s palettes. You know, it's got the big mirror up top. All of these individual pans come out. They just push through like little buttons on the back. And some might see this as like e.l.f.'s take on an Hourglass ambient lighting palette. And I haven't tried like every single ambient powder out there to be able to say like exactly how these compare. But in my opinion, these all seem very highlighter-ish, you know, just different tones. You've got your really like soft pearly one. This one has a bit of a pinky tone. This one is very interesting because it's very subtle. That's the one I'm wearing on my cheeks today, and it's like just a little toned down glow. I really like that because I feel like I'm getting a natural looking glow to the cheeks. It's not just as bright as most highlights out there are. And then this one over here is more sunny. It's got a little more like golden, very soft copper to it. Might be pretty layered over a bronzer. But I think what's really nice about these is I don't think any of them come off looking super metallic, like really, really frosty. They're all kind of soft, wearable highlights. Somewhere in our makeup stash, we all have some blotting papers somewhere. I know e.l.f. has come out with blotting papers before, but what has been the thing missing from them? A mirror. Like nothing I have has a mirror, and it only makes sense that something like that you would pop out and kind of blot over your skin. You know, I get that you're not applying product to your skin, so in that sense you might think, well, what do you need to see? Well, I want to see the shine is being removed. I maybe want to see like, did my mascara smudge under my eyes, or is my lipstick running outside my lip line, that kind of thing too. Well, now e.l.f. has this cute little compact, and it's got the blotting papers in there, but it's also got a mirror. And on the outside, it's got like this little, I don't know, city skyline thing going on. You pop it open, there's the mirror, as I said, and then they've also got kind of a puff system in place, if you want to call it that, that picks up the paper, and then you can blot it all over your face. So this has like a light adhesive on the back here of the puff, and when it comes to you, that's covered up. There's something that you peel off, and then every time you get a new paper out, it'll automatically stick to this, and you can blot all over your face, then shoop, take it off, and then this will be stuck to the next one. But they work just as well as any blotting papers I've used, and just to have the little puff, I think that's handy. You can see I picked up some oil there, and then, you know, you got that mirror. That's everything. e.l.f. has a lip color remover now. I have tried the one from NYX, and so now I've moved on to this one from e.l.f. I swatch a lot of lip products, so I have plenty of opportunities to test something like this out. And there are so many long-wearing lip products out there these days. I'm thinking about lip stains, I'm thinking about the liquid lipsticks and all that stuff, and it's not just a matter of sitting here like I once was able to and just, you know, taking a little wipe and clearing off all the lip product and then putting on another one. Like, it can be difficult with some of these. And so this says it's an oil-based formula that gently breaks down and removes color, infused with aloe and jojoba to help soothe and hydrate the lips. So I can definitely tell that this is sort of replenishing. When I use it, it's giving a little something back to the lips. And the way I use it is I leave it on for a little bit of time, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds or so, and really just leave it on top of whatever product I'm trying to remove. Or sometimes the case is that I can remove like a good deal of lip product just with a Kleenex, but then you've got the residue. Even with some tinted lip balms that I'm going to talk about, I mean, even these are able to, like, once you take them off, they've still got this kind of stainy effect on the lips. And when you're going product after product and swatching something, you want the truest color possible. So something like this is handy for me to have up here. I know I could probably just grab a thing of olive oil and use that, but I mean, this is handy, this is small, it only really takes a tiny bit, and this works every bit as good as the NYX one that I've been using as well. Even with the ColourPop, you know, liquid lipsticks that really don't move at all, just let this sit on one of those 30 seconds or so, and then just take a cotton pad or a tissue and it just completely wipes away. So works great. Now e.l.f. has a little line of some $2 lip balms, and I purchased them all because I'm just into tinted lip balms. They're called the Lip Kiss Balms. They are infused with vitamin A and E, grapeseed oil, and jojoba. I can only say jojoba so many times and keep it serious, okay? And it says it's gonna help nourish, protect, and moisturize the lips. They feel nice. They feel a little bit cooling. I wouldn't say all out minty like a Tarte Lip Surgence, but you can tell there's kind of a refreshing feel when you first put them on the lips. I think they definitely have a thicker feel. They pack a little bit more of a moisturizing punch than like Maybelline Baby Lips, and they are pigmented as heck. So I'm just gonna do a little swatch on my hands, but I'll also show them on my lips as well. No shimmer in any of these, by the way. There's the Bear Kiss, is this one right here, and that comes off very peachy on the lips. I'm wearing that today paired with a bit of a berry type lip liner, just kind of on the outsides, but as you can see, a lot of color coming out of that tinted lip balm. This is Flirty and Perky Pink. Flirty and Perky, y'all, right here. Very bright. This is XO Red. Again, a full-on red tinted lip balm, very red. And then this one, as I mentioned, is the berry. It's called Berry Sweet right here. Speaking of sweet, I forgot to mention with this tastes a little bit sweet on the lips. No like distinctive flavor other than simply sweet. These balms, I don't notice hardly any taste on the lips at all. It's just that slightly minty scent. But they feel so great. There's some thickness to them. They're comfortable. They're not at all sticky. They really cling to the lips. These two are the ones I see myself using the most, and I layered them the other day. It was a really pretty effect. It's actually a similar look to what I've got today, but $2 a pop, I mean, who can argue with that? They feel so rich. Like there's a really good thickness there. If you were going out in the cold, if you already had chapped lips and you were looking for something to kind of rehab them a little bit, these feel so nice. Now everything I've mentioned thus far, I've had good experiences with. They're things I'm recommending to you, things that I think are worth trying. Last couple of things are new products. I want to just let you know about them, but I'm still kind of trying to figure them out. They've got two new varieties of the Mist Set. They've got Matte Magic and Illuminating, and I've been playing with these. I've been trying to figure out, like, do I really feel illuminated or do I really feel mattified after I put this on? And it's just gonna take more wear, like just out and about in the world to figure this out. Because I really like the regular Mist Set. I have no problem with it, but I'm trying to determine whether either of these are drastically different from the effect I got from the regular. So today I'm wearing the Illuminating. The other day I put on a lot of this matte to see if I could, you know, spray on quite a bit and it would still stay with a matte finish. And I wasn't sure that it did. But I really want to give these a fair shot. I want to use them some more, but I wanted to let you know that those are out there and I'm in the process of trying them. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was informative. If you're thinking about some new e.l.f. purchases, again, that Acne Fighting Foundation, wow, who knew? It's great. As always, let me know your video requests, products you want to see reviewed, tutorials you'd like to see. I love getting your requests, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.